think that this might be the time where they do
Dude, they're kind of loud.
Well, we're about to dive on into Icebox. Just a few seconds before those barriers go up, and we'll see football.
Okay, I'm gonna put this to 65, and we'll see if we need to change it. Giants on defense, Foot on attack. We go super aggro. 3 people waiting for something here. Damn. Okay, they were fully ready for that one. I wonder how prepped they are for this. They actually had like 3 people pre-aiming for that.
If you just play through the harbor utility, it could be quite easy to find the early fights. Instead, though, this has become a little bit awkward. Rhyme's wall being broken, the Prowlers being sent through, and the Spam doing a decent amount of damage, but they have at least delayed Foot.
Yeah, and Maj is on a sliver of health at this point. Shock darts are fired out, and they're finding their mark for a little bit. Perhaps not the corner, I think, saved out of Captain in that one. But it comes into a stalemate in this late round. Footballers still have no intention of abandoning the site that they've already begun to take off. They're looking to finish off this push, and the man that stopped them before was Rhyme. He had an ice wall. This time, no wall to play with. He's got up top revealed and sprayed down. A big loss for Giants. A great recovery for Cloud. One more coming around the corner. Now it's
when is this guy gonna have a bad game?
And another footballist.
Super low HPs. Nicely done from Foot. The first kill was massive.
It seemed like for a moment Cloud was just going to do what he's been doing all season and just basically pop off. And in fact, when you look back
able to win,
previous results,
I would never say never, but
he had an absurd performance.
But not really.
In fact, one of the main reasons
like you would give them the smallest ever percentage to win. These are the kind of teams that are just trying to prove themselves to show that they can get to Tokyo. Right, a lot of them going into Tokyo would just be like happy that they got to this point.
Something that I've enjoyed a lot about this team in terms of
no plant on this one. Definitely had time for the plant, but we'll give them the round.
Talk about Supermassive Blaze of old, where it would just be run in and fight. They haven't been like that.
Okay, so how Foot are approaching this one? Heavy priority on guns. Just not thinking too much about the actual bonus after this. Just trying to make sure that they
just don't have
just trying to make sure that they can win this round itself.
Really comes down to an aim duel. In this round, you got to rely on the surprise factor, catching them out, whether it's a good shot and you fade away, or whether it's the numbers that are a little bit too great for them to deal with when they eventually push. And Footballers, they pressured A, they've fallen back. They're looking for the B site. Full control granted to them because of the stack up. And, you know, Giants are making it here. The timing could be sublime. It is.
Oh, boy.
That could be a weapon.
That is a gun that could be thrown to someone else as well if they wanted to. We have no wall for the retake, so Hoodie gets the kill with the gun that they picked up.
Has been able to spam through and find another kill. 2 remaining. Bulldog retrieved. He can jog
this is an absolute nightmare. He has an eye if he wants it.
Trying to play for a more aggressive angle, try and set up his teammate for
that was nice though. That was very nicely handled.
A double coming through for Ada Captain.
Really well handled. Snake bites causing so much problem.
Wall goes down.
Look at this double swing around the box. They know that no one's on the spike. They've got time.
Oof, what the hell is this round from Hoodie?
Captain Bulldog up close. Defuse underway. Half already. There's the kill, but he's got to follow through. And up
damn, dude. Hoodie is a hero. 30 HP came down to an extra bullet. That's all that was needed. 1 extra bullet to finish this one off. Nice eco. What the hell is this round from Hoodie then?
That went so wrong.
That shot at the end was pretty important.
Another player I think that needs to be sort of talked about in the first couple of
double dink as well.
I guess the big boys. Hoodie
gets the gun, full spray, and then hits that.
Last week he looked impeccable, and today already getting them a huge.
That's a massive round for them to win.
With the Sheriff being able to catch players off guard.
Yeah, that's pretty devastating. And good to note that Foot literally didn't save any money for the actual bonus itself. They invested so much to make sure that this wouldn't happen. Right? They didn't want to take a risk of any pistols. They wanted to make sure that they had full guns so that they didn't get eco. And then they got eco. So yeah, kind of devastating. Money could be really good, right? This is a chance for Giants to get out of control. It's only really Nuclear at the moment winning the 1v1 that has like crazy good money.
It just works for taking that space, but then they've combined it with the Prowlers. The Prowlers to clear so many aggressive spots. It's something that you basically have to do to counter Harbor, is push through the util. Well, if there's a Prowler on the other side, you can get that info.
Now, there was big damage done here. Not just a Hoodie, but he delivered it as well. Thing is, what he's up against, you know, he can't afford to go down.
Wasn't expecting that one. Thank you, chat.
Just the shields lost. Snakebite fired out at the perfect time as well. Kiwi was just about to attempt to play. Instead, very much neutered on that. That stopped the push of footballers altogether, and being sprayed through the smoke. Hoodie still wasn't spotted. And when he
Oh my
eventually
goodness,
shows
well there's his
himself,
ult
it's to
online.
take 4,
I was going to
9
say that the
HP
heal
away
was
from the
everything,
ace
but he
as
didn't even
well.
take a
It's
bullet,
not
so the
changing.
heal kind of wasn't
Oh, would have
everything.
been good for him. But either way, you know, he's pretty close to his Viper's Pit. I think he can have a smile on his face if he hasn't got it.
Right, nicely done. Very nicely done from Giants. I wonder how much they're going to be playing. Because, like, if you look at the comp from Foot, the thing that it does struggle to do is definitely clearing yellow. You have to use the eye. The Prowler doesn't always fully clear it because it can't go all the way around. So, yeah, I wonder how much they prioritize yellow. There's definitely a lot of things that... I personally don't like the fade. I'll put that out there. I would always prefer a Sky in this. But, it's not going to be the reason they're gonna lose if it is like that. It's just a different. It's just very hard to clear all of this. Like if you're doing a Prowler from here, it will never go around this corner.
And obviously that was the player that threw at the utility to help them get all this control on A. Very good early round, and I think if Giants
they use their Cove just for like map control at the beginning here, like they could have crossed or gone under. So the Cove for middle is kind of cool, to be honest. I'm not sure we'll see that on all of these rounds, but it's interesting. It's an interesting idea.
There's now doubt in your mind. Yep. You don't know if we've managed to
also means on attack that they can save their smoke, so we'll see. Just looks like maybe a heavy pressure. We'll see what they want to do with the smoke.
Viper wall already used here, so this Harbor, it's all they've got to make their way through, and that wall ain't gonna last too much longer.
They also don't have a Cove anymore, so spam is going to be a big issue for them. But
damn.
I was going to say they get it down, but they don't.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Okay, so they use their smoke actually to block off this vision, which is interesting.
Yeah,
they have a hard. I mean, this should be impossible for them to plant. We'll see, especially if the ult comes out and covers this. We got any kind of spam for that one? Yes, we do. Giants are fully in control of this.
Here's your third, and he beats the same fate.
Damn, okay.
Cloud locking it down with Giants.
Yeah, nicely done from Cloud. They have a lot of ults into this as well as a good ult from Hoodie here to secure this. They got the important kill. I'm a little bit worried for Foot. Cloud did great.
This isn't in the pit.
But a lot of people have Sky on this. It's just easy map control. The best thing about it is the cascade that goes forwards and then like flashing behind or in front. It's pretty cool in terms of just like segregating places off and then just flashing to see if there's anyone beyond it or in front of it.
And ultimately, that's what ends up dropping that spike on the ground and the round falling away from them.
Now, there's a lot of conditioning going on A here. A lot of rounds they're not even following up necessarily. Like that utility is being used to deny.
That's a nice start though. They go into this one.
The thing is, eventually they're gonna have a play that
go into this one. They don't have much behind it, but they get the first kill. So there's that.
But this is it's working very well as a round-to-round start of round piece of utility that they throw out to deny control. I will keep an eye on how it develops. You've seen the Viper wall go back towards B this round as well. No surprise with what happened.
Jesus,
previously.
got some height on that one.
Back here. Damage was done, but Patino's still holding strong. 40 HP, and he got those last two. This is very winnable.
It's very winnable with that kill from Mr. Fallon as well. That's important. Still doable though. Picks up a gun. He has no armor, but that gives him ult if he wants it.
I think he's wary. These players sort of pushing him from behind, wanting to get a better after plant position, wanting to make sure that he can plant safely, and not wanting to be spammed by
Ready a good eco? Yeah, no matter what, it's good. Okay, feels confident to be able to plant with that. Does have his ult if he wants to. Nope. Okay, doesn't even get it. They handled this very well, just staying together. It was a good eco, no matter what. Good damage done. Money was starting to get out of control, kind of is still a little bit out of control, but this might mean that it's in reaching distance to make them eco potentially.
To make it a promising round despite not having that much to work with, but here's where they've got to do it again.
That's the thing though, it's a round where, because of that opening kill, they actually had 2 other ults online already, and that was the Viper's Pit and a Nightfall, which if they get into an afterplant there, I think they win that round. So Fatino actually getting that triple kill, first 3 kills he's had so far in the server,
All right.
That's one of those things where it's like, I feel like
this is another good chance for them. A lot of money in terms of this one. Still buying the heavy armor. They have a lot of ults. Still using the code for middle as well. So code for middle, but this time we actually have the Viper smoke in middle. So that gives them a chance to, for sure, get over towards kitchen and create pressure at the bottom of tube. That's pretty much the main thing that the code's doing at the moment. And then they got the smoke as well, so maybe they want to lurk with it or just create normal pressure.
Towards A, you saw the 3 players stack up. They were a bit slow. You know, that first wall that went out was just supposed to.
Foot haven't looked great on split, but they should have known that it was going to get picked. So they should have a pretty good plan for it. I think they only got like 7 rounds against Liquid. I think it was like that, 7. Maybe it was less than that.
Like the weaponry he has isn't fantastic for that kind of fight if they do come flooding in. But he might be able to get a sneaky pick depending on his timing. He was a second.
Might have been 6. I can't remember.
Late on going for that swing, but he has got the info that there's no one A.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're already starting their rotation.
This is interesting. Yeah, they had such a rough time planting before, and they really, yeah, this is a nightmare. Planting B at the moment is an absolute nightmare. Heavy rotate comes in as well, like massive over rotate at the moment. So they're so fine to over rotate. They had the big wall here that blocks everything off over towards A, so they get full info. And Foot are just having the same issue. They cannot plant over towards B. Oh my goodness, Cloud did so much damage with this ult.
Double ultimate take, and they don't even do any damage.
I think his reveal before as well, like 20 seconds beforehand, had spotted them all.
They absolutely wrecked them.
In a fight seconds later, so he just had all the information there.
Foot are gonna. So it's looking like at the moment, and their comp's good for it, so it's so fine if they want to. It looks like Foot need to challenge more, right? In terms of maybe do the loud wall. Damn, got them both for the fast. So yeah, they definitely. There's a few things the coach needs to talk about at the moment. They have loads of options, right? A, at least they've been able to get plants and stuff like that down. But in terms of if we're just focusing on B, probably want to cut it in half and push over towards Snowman. It's actually what the Harbor comp is like the best at out of most of the comps, right? You can kind of Viper wall across, you get over towards B, and then you can have the Harbor ult, so you can actually take Snowman control. So they definitely need to do that. You might even see him actually pressure over towards middle, because even though they're doing the cove at the beginning, they haven't actually followed it up with any pressure. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they can talk about.
Space by the wall was something that made footballers believe, okay, we can now head back into the other side of the map. But they were red hard. Just that peak, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a solid team, Salty. I think I'm backing that at the moment.
And that's something they have to deny. And they have a lot of utility to stop a player being in that position. So I feel like maybe just spending a bit more time to push players back on A before.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye. I imagine they're going to start going over towards A just with how much been shot down. But I imagine we're going to start seeing the Harbor wall like this, and then they get controlled, and they drop this wall, and then they push forward. That's what I imagine we'll start to see once they have some money, if they want to. It's a nice eye.
A lot of information out of their hands. Good adaptation from Rhyme to push through. It's a risk. It's even popped a wall there as well.
Makes sense. Seems to have been creating a lot of pressure to the middle for them to actually start taking it. Especially when they find this Killjoy turret here, they're going to realize, well, that's probably why they've never been stacking. That's probably why they've never felt any pressure over towards kitchen itself, even though we've been doing the cove for middle. So yeah, great flow. Thank you so much, mate.
Timing here is going to be absolutely everything. A free kill. He's actually going to get both. That captain was waiting.
Great throw. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll look into that, man. Is there a way that I can set it so it doesn't like instant play them and only does them when I do it?
One kill at least, but wow, I don't think they're getting anything more. This is looking squeaky clean from Giants at the moment, and
yeah, I mean, they're looking incredible. Their money's out of control. Fatino has 9k. Got 9k, 5k, another 9k, 7.
He lost his mind. He's like, why is everyone just shooting from ropes these days, man? And how is it so accurate? It's like, yeah, that's it's a feature. It's a feature, especially with the Sheriffs. You hit a surprising amount of those first bullets. But 6-1 right now. Yeah, Giants looking
cool pre-rolls. Okay, I'll look into it. Honestly, Sheriff, maybe I message you tonight and you can help me for it. Or tomorrow, well, maybe it's better time.
A site consistently, you know, they're attempting to take this space, but the building blocks just don't seem to line up. And again, Cloud's
okay, big buy for Foot. It's getting out, like it's actually out of control. It really is out of control.
Worried about anybody pushing up.
Joe, I'm talking about ads, not what you think.
One bullet from a classic can delay them by that much.
Spot anyone? No, I don't think it managed to get past, and that's gonna almost fake out but there might not be as many players here as expected. A deep push coming in on B.
It was a little bit too sauce, yeah. On this day as well, out of all the days, it's very true. Oh, this is a nice push with it. Kind of almost expecting it, but not fully. Love the Giants have changed this up as well, right? It was a lot of the time we had Sage over towards A, and it kind of just feels like they're a step ahead after that timeout. They decided to change it down. Nice preemptive ult as well. That forces the issue. Kind of got to go back. Oh man, they're getting wrecked. Giants are all over them. I love, they're a step ahead every single time.
Kiwi has nowhere to go, and they're on the hunt. They're
They
chasing
might
him
even
down.
need
He might get his
another.
weapon back
Might
out.
even
It
need
comes
another
down to
pause.
timing. They might have heard him. There it is. Now they know. They realize that. See the timing. The second that he is back in the round, they're running
At the
backwards. They're
moment,
not looking
at
to
the
overcommit.
moment, the Icebox pick is really coming back to haunt them.
So well, let's make sure. Let's just confirm this round. Also, I think Rhyme, it's going to have the res back in a decent amount of time with how things have been going so far. And eventually, Kiwi just has to make the decision of almost just holding on to the gun.
Yeah,
These
pretty
rounds
much.
have been just
They kind of had that as well, right? They were always going to get info, and they had the delay with a lot of killjoy util here.
They haven't been overfacing. They
The
haven't
op
been
as
given
well, so it's
a
kind
lot
of like
those early fights.
info,
And I feel like their
info,
ultimate usage
and then they
has
had
been
some
sublime.
delay.
Like every single one has had
And
really
then,
high
yeah.
impact.
And that's why they
Again,
used
though,
the
it
killjoy
comes
ult
down to
so
just
well,
having
right?
an
They
all-in
knew that if they
tackle
got the
from
plant down,
one
got
side
into
of
after
the
plant
Giants just
positions,
going,
then
okay,
they would kind of
we're
struggle.
just
The
gonna take
fact they put the
control
ult
on
in,
half.
and they can
Either
actually
it's
have
been
like the bigger
deep A
rotate coming in,
pressure, or in this
was
round,
perfect.
deep B pressure all the way to the point where they kill off the lurk.
It's really impressive to watch just how they maintain the control and more so their composure in these moments where footballers are throwing out
I
those
didn't
weird
see
plays.
I didn't see the
especially
res.
love
What
their B main play that's
I
consistently
didn't see the
coming out
res. It
from
doesn't.
Rhyme,
It feels like it was
with
probably
support.
a
It's not always
misuse
the
or an
same player that's
overuse.
there with him, but he was able
Because
to
their
get
money's
up
out
and
of
get very
control.
aggressive with
Was
those
it actually
balls,
like
long
during
ball out of
the?
control, and
Was
the
it
push
at the
is
end or
happening
was it
through
during the
there,
actual
but the
thing? I'd have to watch it back.
information has been
Damn,
key.
they're
The
changing it
Knights,
up
the
so
info on the other
much.
side.
Sage is now back
Coutinho
here
starts
after
this
they've
one
shown
out
over
well.
towards here.
Another just great early
During a
round,
1v3,
and this is more basic.
it's not
just
too
Coutinho
bad.
goes
They
and
just want to
gets a kill,
ensure it.
dashes out, and
I don't think
now they're in
it's.
trouble again.
I don't think it's the worst.
Lockdown with no counter. They used it in the last round almost.
You kind of just want to
an
keep the
immediate
pressure up. I
kill.
think it's fine.
We're going to see the high tide out afterwards to at least give them that little bit of space, but Giants are more than happy to play the retake. Viper's Pit thrown in.
Okay, this is their best chance.
Heavy
We have a
investment on
pretty
footballers to
early
bust
flank on
win
at the
rounds.
moment.
That's half
The
his
captain's down
HP.
to
I mean,
34 HP,
had
so there's a big
half
chance he
what he
gets
had
spammed
left,
as well.
I should say.
Drone could be pretty important
Great
here.
shot
Drone goes
dart that
out,
was
so we'll
thrown
keep an
through
eye
from
to see if
Cloud.
that
He's
tags
always
anyone.
been a menace when it comes to that, and even more so now with the drone
That at
going through. It
least
spotted
forced
one,
the
but it was
Viper
Jet.
away. So Viper
Gonna
low
cause too many
HP,
problems.
this
Viper
ult's going to go
out of
down, and he
spotted.
wants to
He's
run
running
away
away.
because he has
They know
double
now that
mollies.
there's no Viper inside the pit. Seconds before it
Well,
falls, and
he
they
had
caught him,
double
but he was
mollies.
waiting on the other side, allowing
Damn,
him
Hoodie
to run
bought
back for
it.
the
Like,
post plant
Hoodie
setup
took
right
a...
into him.
Hoodie
Just
played this
gorgeous.
very well.
I'm enjoying every
Very,
second
very well.
of
Just taking
Giants
his time for
gameplay
that
here.
one.
Masterfully engineered, it has to be said.
They
It is
look
squeaky
way
clean.
better than
And
them at
again,
the
you
moment
have
on
to
this
bear in
map.
mind that this is the map pick of Foot. I said this to you when the veto came through. I was like, there were a few things I thought were guaranteed.
All of the util from Giants here was great. The drone to get the Viper out as well and just make sure that they could take a lot of space. Some of the peeking looked really cool as well. Recon was great. Like,
incredibly clean takes. Everybody looks like they enjoy the map.
Like,
And
damn,
instead
dude,
they
what
went
is
for
this?
Icebox, which I don't think has been a bad map for them, but they have one win versus Koi. And a lot of that was off Kiwi just having an unbelievable performance. While right now, he's top of his team, but that's not saying much.
Well, like Mel was showing us just there, it's sometimes not about where you're at right now. It's about the climb. And I think we're seeing that for football. So
they started, to do the. They've only done mid pressure in terms of kitchen pressure on their eco though as well. So on their buy rounds, they haven't had to worry about it too much. It's a nice molly from the beginning. At least to kill out the Killjoy turret. But
this is the thing.
yeah, it looks like they're playing a lot heavier towards kitchen since they tried to go there. Mr. Fallon might have a timing with how that turret missed, but
because right now,
sorry, without the how the drone missed.
So it's already a terrifying prospect, and you can just see the map control that's being taken. A dry peek out into a classic operator angle. Kiwi at least has managed to find one, but I said it, eventually he's going to go back for more, and he gets the kill.
He goes pushing down through tube eventually. Like, you won't peek me, fine, I'll do it myself. Well, here we go, sneaky angle, not expected. You already know it, Cloud. Is not walking away with the
Damn,
kill.
they're playing really well.
From afar.
Playing really well. Scream not being agile anymore. Yeah, I mean it's gonna make the team a lot better. Long story short is he just doesn't spend enough time making the game plans outside of the game. It's just not for him. I don't know why he wanted to carry on being an IGL. But this is gonna. It's good that he's finally learned, and the team's gonna improve from it. They might have.
for the foot
There maybe
fans
is a
right
little
now.
bit lower to go in terms of
Well,
rock bottom, but
they're at
I
least
think
gonna have another
they're.
purchase.
I
They're
think they're
at least
pretty
gonna
much
have
at the bottom
themselves a
now. They're only
Blade Storm,
going to get better.
I feel like they have just been outplayed throughout the majority of this map so far.
It has to be said, man. I think, you know, looking at going into round number 11, the morale on foot must be incredible.
You think Scream can become a champion one day?
I said coming into today when we were talking backstage,
in terms of like winning a big LAN, I think he would need to have a good IGL with him, and he would have to respect that IGL.
Or they made a massive mistake.
So
and
I'm not
it's starting
sure.
to seem like it's more so the latter again. This
It's
early
free.
pick from Fatinho, and it doesn't matter what part
I'll be
of the
honest.
map
I kind of
he's
left.
on. He
I
gets
kind of
one,
left
he gets out,
Liquid because I
and
didn't think we were
set
going to
up
win
to
everything.
still
So
stop this
it
push.
would be a
But
bit
another
hypocritical
annoying
of me
peek
to
coming
be
in.
like,
Oh,
yes.
okay. This time he's in trouble, but instead he goes forward with the shorty. That's cost him his life.
Yeah, still did a decent amount of damage, but you can just see that sheer confidence available. Now there's a decent ult online. You're going to see that Reckoning thrown through. They've got the Cove to get themselves into an afterplant. That's been one of the major issues so far for the side of Foot, is getting into an afterplant. So maybe once that post-plant begins, there'll be a possibility. Cracks been
Okay,
spotted up close,
at least
but
we
he's
saw
gonna
the
win
change-up that
Jaws
needed to
eventually,
happen from
but the
Foot,
trades
right?
are
We
coming
talked about
back.
them having to
Now
cut this
UK,
off
who's
and
been
take
on
more map
fire
control.
so
They
far,
did it
tries
great.
to
They went
take
around
them
by
off,
doing it.
but it is
A lot of it
Moj
was
who's
from
the
Moj
operator.
winning out a lot of these duels, but
Might
it's
not
a lot
realize
better from
that
Foot. That is what they needed to
I'm
do.
not sure that was a
The
start
problem
around
is,
intention.
because they had
I
the
think
fail rounds over
honestly,
towards B,
after
they
that,
felt like
yeah,
they had to
it's
go A all the
one of the
time,
few
even though
things
they
that's
probably
worked
did
for
have the
them, I'd
answer
say.
in terms of taking
4
more map
kills, very
control.
impressive
So they
stuff,
only really
recovering
explored that
round
option
nicely, and it
second
definitely
to
does feel
last
more
round.
like a round where Giants have gone a bit mental. They've let themselves run away with the fact that they are winning this game convincingly. Gone out for some early retakes. Everyone was in individual fights.
Yeah, I believe so, Game of Toad, personally.
So far, they haven't been punished for that.
I think
Make
so,
those
yeah.
mistakes once. I don't think that'll happen again.
Get out of my way.
Instantly, Blade Storm popped. Kiwi obviously on the operator, so just being able to have that mix of weaponry. Now they have been caught by early picks coming out from Fatinho in so many different rounds. He's waiting again, just watching on that cross for anybody to take that initial fire, and you can bet he's not going to budge.
Oh, but he is going to miss.
That's a huge
and
miss.
A captain gets to
There's a
stay
chance to
alive
get
a
3
little bit
here at the
longer.
end.
This could be huge. Having their
Yeah,
Viper
they
still
have a
to push
chance.
up to the backside. As they make their way in, his utility
Clouders
can
is ult,
survive
though. What's
late
this,
into
2
the
kills?
round. I think, where is his
Oh,
ult?
There's
no,
one.
not again.
Might not
Jesus
even matter.
Christ.
Another
It's a
Hunter's Fury,
monster.
another connection.
Excuse me?
Some wide open angle. That's
Oh,
Hoodie's
God.
just gotten away with murder, and he's still alive up top.
Ow.
Traded out down below. He doesn't even need to die for it to happen. Oh, it's a disaster for Footballist. Everything falling apart. An attempt with a snake bite in. It's going to do damage, but he needs to get a shot off on him, and
Damn,
it ain't
that's
happening.
devastating.
10
I mean,
rounds at the half. Giants are dominating.
they
Yeah, and I feel like that
they
was
got
almost just the
wrecked
epitome
here.
of this
A
game so
was
far.
on
Like,
lock.
Hoodie might as well have shot
A
off
was
flare
heavily
to
on
tell
lock. The
where
only
he was.
chances they had
Just
really was over
into the
towards
air.
B.
Here I am, guys, and just manages to still come
Yeah,
out. He's 14
nightmare.
and 6 at the
Really
moment.
good half from
This man
Giants
with-
though.
I feel like it should
Dude,
almost
Hoodie,
just be like everybody else
like,
is
although it wasn't the
Fury
cleanest
is
from
like
Hoodie
one
there,
price,
like he
and
bought,
then
like he bided his
Clouds
time
is
well.
like
two
He was up there for a
extra
long
Nah,
time
I
waiting
didn't
for his
see
moment.
that. Ah, come
Just
on
waited out the
now.
wall the whole time. Fucking laughing.
I told you. It's one of those things where when UK gets confident, it doesn't matter what agent he's playing, he's going to do things that he shouldn't be allowed to get away with. And he will get away with them. And we've seen that in multiple rounds. Do you remember him playing Viper on Lotus, where he was basically just wide swinging everything?
Harbor
He
and
pushed out
Icebox?
of his own
Bro,
Viper's pit,
it's so
killed someone,
fine.
and then tried to run back in, and then repeat
It's so
with like
fine,
10
but it
HP.
has to be,
We are in that mode again.
I'm just shocked that we had to
the
replay
teams
that.
have
You
to
know,
start
Zilf,
using-
he did so well all season long.
you really gonna call him
Teams
out?
have to
You
start
didn't
using a
expect
Sky
Nuki
with
to
it, I
just
swear.
zip along and start spraying people through smokes on a wire. Like, come on, man. It really is, though. Those.
I love the idea that they're 10-2 up, and Pipson still looks like he's giving them a bollocking. It's like
he doesn't know what way the score is. He thinks it's the other way around. It's like, guys, how are we losing these? I see you kill everyone. That's the one thing about
XOZ,
Pipson,
what's
though.
up? How you
The
doing?
thing I love about this guy, it does not matter. Like, listen, he'll sit back and go, that was good, that was good. You know, identify the good things. We'll keep doing those. His main concern, though, is why do we lose that one we lost?
Yeah.
Why do we not win that one? 5 players alive instead of 4. Why are you all making these silly
There's a
mistakes?
new
Because
IGL
if
for
you make
K-Cup
that
ever played
mistake in
tier
that
1?
clutch
Nah,
and
he
you still
played
win the round,
He was playing in the beta at the beginning. I think we played him. I think we played against him in Fish 1-2-3. Institute. That's all I remember.
Guys, that was amazing. I love you all. Like it's not. I can't imagine him saying.
I mean, I think he has no like in terms of his tweets and stuff. I think he's very aware that he's not up to scratch in terms of the actual playing stuff. But I'm telling you, just taking the actual IGLing off screen and letting the other four kind of perform is going to be great. So,
yeah. He can't admit it. He can't admit it. That's how I imagine Pipson will be. It'll be a single tier. But yeah, I think like looking at
coaches
this
can
now,
talk to players at halftime. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing good at XOZ. Doing good today.
A lot of the time, it's the sort of sectioning off and how they manage to.
I've been enjoying. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier, so I've actually been making like doing a good amount in the day. So that's pretty good.
They haven't really been able to school Giants with the sort of benefits of this comp. I think like a lot of what we talk about with Fade, for example, and even with Harbor, is you're able to section off map control and you're able to clear a lot of these angles. How many rounds did it look like someone just dry swung into an operator and got owned? Like it feel like
they lost 2 best of 1s against us. Yeah, I don't personally remember playing against him as a player, but we played a lot of games back then.
They have to have had ideas picking this map. I think a lot of those ideas didn't work.
I just remember him being on that team. That was about it. Like, I don't remember him actually. Like, I would never be able to tell you like his score or anything.
They're meeting 4 on the other side. Football is to even throw out some early utility quite passive.
Okay.
That wall
Foot have to get a pistol. I'm not believing, but in theory they picked this map for a reason, so they must have some kind of plan.
If you see anybody else, I'd say. There's Killjoy.
Yeah, they basically have information that there is 4 players here. And even still, it looks like they're still trying to challenge into this one. Maybe just very confident in their ace I execute.
Yeah, it must be, and maybe it's better to commit to this than go all the way back and play that late round, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Dude.
Cracks cracking him up, but Hoodie, he's got a chance for the team. Everybody's low. He's
not the 2v5 though. Not the 2v5.
Absolutely miles away from the clutches of defeat.
They have to win it.
Managed to fight back into this one. Hoodie has no idea though.
Yeah. Hoodie's been a monster. What's going on?
Kiwi is. But the same can be said on the other side.
He's farming.
He had enough time to run around to B if he wanted.
He is convinced that he's coming from the flank.
No plan yet. Doesn't have any idea. Are we going up the rope?
We'll see if he's going to try and go above. No, the wall
breaks. Damn, the wall literally just broke at the wrong time. Okay.
Just about scraped their way
no panic. No one needs to worry. Easy pistol for Foot.
It's just terrifying. Just don't go near that man, because the fact that round was even close after the initial start, I think it was Cracks getting a triple kill. It should have just been a whitewash. It should have been. It should have been. You know, I'll say one.
Nah, just the timing of the wall.
Pistol football must have won now. So we know what we say about map win rates whenever you take both pistols, extremely high. But obviously, the caveat being if you lose the second round.
I haven't been following challenges enough to be able to even suggest a team, really. I imagine the Turkish team still look incredible. So I would be leaning towards one of them, but yeah, I haven't watched enough to be able to even say anything worth listening to. It's a nice start. Gets the Marshall down.
Luckily, the Hoodie Marshall can now become the Vitinho Marshall.
In terms of how they're approaching this one, same thing that they were doing earlier, just full buy. Just trying to make sure that they can win the eco, win against the eco, which they didn't do last time. That's it. Do you know what's devastating? Is double pistol. That's crazy, isn't it? It's 10-3 and they want double pistol.
Who's next? Nukia, he's pretty good. Pretty good with the Marshall. Yeah, but let's just get Marshall. No, not Nukia. Okay.
I reckon.
Rhyme? Yeah.
He's right next to it.
Yeah, I think the Rhyme Marshall. Okay, here we go.
This one's not bad though. Any extra damage?
He'll get 4. He's got 4 bullets, so he'll get 3. He'll get 3.
He'll get 2.
1.
I respect it. Okay, only one little bit of damage done, so perfect.
I think I pretty much said it.
Perfect anti-eco from them.
Fair play, Tom. Good eye for the game. They always say that about you.
And it's gone almost immediately, just like all the last one. He is brought straight into an operator.
You know, it's a heavy investment, but at this stage of the game,
it depends, Schnopps. I think you have to have some protocols with it. Definitely when I'm on the attack side, it feels so fine to kind of go for an FPX buy. The extra one is a bit too, oh boy. On defense, it's a little bit too risky for me, but I mean, they need to win every round to kind of have a lot of confidence, so this could definitely help them win the bonus. I'm not the biggest fan of this, honestly, but we'll see. They at least know it's in play. Do they want to change anything up?
So that they can place an alarm.
It's a heavy investment, and you at least need to stay alive if you're doing it at the end. Like, you know you're going to get hunted. So
screw your alarm bot. You now don't know if we've taken mid control, because that was something they got away with. And I think, again, Lothar was like, Tom, look at this, they put this alarm bot every round. Yeah. If anybody realizes it, it's going to be destroyed. And I think I'll be quite happy to see that UK has destroyed.
Yeah, ALS, it's not looking great.
Reading into those tendencies, that's where I think the back end staff
still though, they picked it for a reason, so I imagine they have a good plan on the defense in terms of this, but we haven't seen anything too crazy.
Having to concede it, hope that nobody comes up from it, and luckily this is a one-dimensional push out of Giants, looking to just move through A main.
They have good delay. They got shut down in terms of the G2 plant, and they decide to go into more of a Fnatic, kind of a Fnatic plant, but they didn't really push all the way through. Oh, I remember watching this Giants game now when I watched them last time on this map. They had great timing. They did this a lot, where they pushed like this, and then they went through the wall. So they kind of had a double swing from here and here, and they were always getting the trades. Wait.
Does he think it's worthwhile?
Giants looked incredible on this map. Why the hell have they picked it? It's all come flooding back to me. They do this thing where they go like this. They do like what Fnatic used to do, but instead of with the spike, they keep the spike here and then they push through. And it just feels like you always win out the trades in this area.
Yep. And well, exactly. And that's the thing that's a good sign for Giants, is those little pieces of utility that are thrown in from foot to just garner them free map control. The fact that they're just immediately aware of everything they're doing. Like they sent that deep cascade through.
I think Foot must have been super confident that
you're not getting that versus us.
Because Giants won, like, what did Giant Hoodie? I mean, that's a little bit costly, the fact that he dies there.
It's a good job they were.
Giants won like 13-1 or 13-2 on Lotus, so I guess Foot thought it was definitely gonna be third map.
These things happen. But yeah, other than that, very
I think the whole thing's backfired horrendously.
It's just been so much fun to watch this roster, even in rounds. See, the thing about them is they've got a very good early plan. They're very good at adapting. They've clearly done their work, but then once things go
Fitz
wrong,
coach watched Giants BBL on stream and didn't like how Giants played, said it was normal and cliche. Normal? See, I actually thought they had like a whole extra element over towards A that we've never seen before. After seeing that round, it all came back to me.
So today we're going to discuss saving a weapon, like the spike radius. Hoodie.
So he's being called into HR, and it's just Pipson and him in a room.
Oh.
Soundproof, of course. Oh, the head was spotted. Kiwi won't land the shot.
Good amount of info.
Tough one to hit. But is he going to go back out for this? He's burned up his dash already.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Kill come in on the other side of the map.
Damn, okay. This is a huge round for them to win, though. If they can get this.
Now, the alarm bot has been placed.
Man, if I'm Giants, I'm just hitting A all the time.
The same deep control that they wanted prior. But still giving them at least a little bit of information that that part of the map is clear. Still building up into this B site, though. And again, we're gonna see utility thrown out, maybe just to give an opportunity for a slightly wider angle for Kiwi, and also Maj has found their lurker. This leaves it just onto these players outside the B site.
Now, one of the toughest rounds the Giants have faced off against, and that was one of the main problems. Kiwi missed both.
No, not another 2v5.
Shots in the B site is
the 2v5 on pistol was close enough, don't do it again.
But he can't afford to lose his life here. No way. No,
it's going to be very hard for them to get the plant down. They have a wall with 3 people here, though.
I thought they'd be on the side already, Tom, if I'm being honest. Now, it's taken so long that
here we go. This is getting shot, though, right?
And it's broken wide open. Round's over. Already done. There's no way Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud had to be with him. They had to try. Fight it out. Really, it was a nice try.
Yeah,
it was definitely a nice try in a 2v5. We give them that. Giants timeout. Dude, I honestly think they can just keep it simple. I think they can just go over towards A, and I think they can do this little loop round thing that they do. It's too strong.
But there's much more of a chance for a trade, but they're using that harbor utility almost just as pure supportive element, which is fantastic. So something to definitely watch for if they're going to be able to counter that going forward. But for now, at least, starting to bring this back a little bit, and an early timeout call. Just making sure.
Honestly, it has a lot of them, Phoenix,
we got
yeah.
split next. We know this is a map we're
Jesus, Exo. you went for the 15 when you were deciding what number. You went for the 15 XOZ. You're crazy.
But they want to make sure they get this
thank you so much, dude. Chat, let's get a lot of slug approves in. Thank you, thank you. Let's see if we can read through these names before this starts. Nocturne, Cold Milk, Yote, Willy 6, Meso Fly. Oh my goodness, I've lost you all. Spooky, Jane, Enom, Cloudy Wolf, Habu, 9 Thick Boy, Abe, Corzar, Oslivius, and Mouse Mute. Welcome into the Slug Club. If you got gifted, please say thank you over towards XOZ. Okay, I've now realized why you've done 15. You have 420 subs on 420. That's kind of sick, though. That's kind of sick.
Something cool. We luckily have Kim behind the scenes who just listens in and picks up stats for us. So we mentioned
that's mad respect for that one, XOZ.
The next highest internationally is 1.
That's hilarious.
That's MW0, so he's clearly ahead.
That's actually hilarious.
Thank you, Kim, for giving us that one.
Dude, how do I say your name? KA2HS. What's the 2? Is the 2 an R?
It's crazy, man.
They don't lie.
I'm just going to call you KA2HS. I know that's not how you want it to be said, but thank you. Welcome into the Slug Club as well. You get some slugs in.
I heard Lothar. They've called an ambulance.
Do what you want. Okay, I'm gonna. Do you know what? Car 2 sounds pretty good, so I'm gonna call you Car 2.
That's what we were waiting for before kicking off this round, discussing how they want to close this one out.
It's a C, Car 2, Cash, Cash 2.
But the potential of these sort of rounds
Cashes.
That's why footballers are being so cautious.
Chat, you lot don't even know as well, so don't you start looking at me. You lot have no idea as well.
I don't mind the idea. Just throwing a little bit of extra economy into utility rather
than
Cat
2.
Just at a free chance at a kill. Whoa! It gets
we pronounce C's like that.
Now with the spike down on the ground, this becomes an impossibility. You've only got Nuke with
okay,
that
so this was just a low buy.
Help him out a little bit. He's actually
oh yeah, crazy man. You're doing.
Gobsmacked that's something they're willing to use with 20 seconds left versus 4.
Oh god, they're gonna win it, aren't they?
He doesn't need any teammates. Timmy the turret's doing all of the work.
Both entries were from Timmy. Unreal. At this point,
he's not gonna Viper ult though, right?
46 HP on Maj,
well, you might as well if he's invested some of it. Oh my god, the 2v5 is just so on. They're so crazy. They're actually gonna win. The turret got them the double entry. That's mental. That is mental that they win that. Nuke has the hero gun. 2v5 invests his ult and he kills. I'm mind blown. He kills everyone.
My formal apology to Nuke for
yeah, no, I mean, I need to do it as well. Like, I thought that was mad to do, but apparently he just knows that he's better.
I didn't expect that your turret would get 2 kills, and I'm sorry that I didn't expect
you mean 3v5 because of the turret?
Commit a Viper's Pit and ace the round. I'm sorry that I didn't have the belief that you would be able to do that.
Yeah, you know, I never saw it coming. The 6th man of Giants is impressive.
Well, I mean, we said A was the site, but I didn't think it would go down in that fashion. 7 chances for them. They forced them down to a horrendous low buy. Got 3 guns, 2 sheriffs. They have some ults for it though. If Moj gets a kill, it's a big ult.
Yeah, it did cause a pretty bad pause once, but
well, you know, everybody makes mistakes.
The double entry, double entry with a turret. What the hell was this round?
That was a round, even with everything that happened, never should have lost it.
Yeah, I can't believe they won that. Oh boy, this is a good pause.
To try and make sure you confirm it. How Kiwi aggressive though.
You're a crazy guy though. You're
absolute lunatic.
What's going on?
The round into his own hands once again. Moj still left.
I mean, he baited Moj in for this one.
A chance and denying that extra space. More so denying Rhyme. There's no wall available.
Yeah, he saw the Darker clip.
That fullback coming up. How has Nuke got here? How has he got here without anybody realizing?
They stepped out of range of the alarm bot. It deactivated, and he just walked right past it. He was lurking around Tube the whole round. That's a big mistake made by Maj. Understandably, the push was coming in, but you look away for a second, you allow a play like that to take place. Here it goes, lockdown in play. trying to deter them, but they're planning
Cross
anyways.
man.
That's awkward. Captain had a chance, but he can still contain them on their way back, trying to get damage in as they're stuck in very predictable corners, predictable angles, but you might know where they are.
That's the guy that he would have killed as well.
Barely any HP remaining, and Cracks has to clutch this out of the 1v2. He knows where they are, but
damn, nice double swing. Giants look good.
Oh,
there's a lot of rounds that Foot are going to look back on the VOD review. It's a painful start.